With just a few days to go before the greatest show on earth, masked men are busy at work preparing for tonight's Kings and Queens of Carnival competition. The creation by renowned masked man Peter Minshall, the Dying Swan, has caused a stir. Today, he met with CNews reporter Dionne Baptiste and cameraman Wharton to share some insight on his 2016 offering.
Retirement? Whoever talked about retirement? Look at my trouble here today. The artist never retires. You are always working.
That was the response of artist and masked man extraordinaire Peter Minshall when asked what prompted his return to the big stage after a 10-year absence. His 2016 offering, The Dying Swan, has garnered mixed reviews. Some regard it with something akin to reverent awe, while others look askance at what they have categorized as a man in drag. Asked to respond to the naysayers, Mr. Minshall scoffed and proceeded to expound on the virtues of theatrical culture.
It is ancient theatrical tradition in every culture. Africa, China, India, Shakespeare, Chinese opera, men playing the part of women. The whole point about portrayal and theatre is that it suspends your disbelief. And there is something about Carnival which is contrary to what we consider the normal, legal, lawful course of life. Everything else that happens for the rest of the year we think is all very well and fine and good. The purpose of Carnival is to acknowledge, in almost a religious way, the empowerment of chaos, that we are not in charge.
Mr. Minshall said he thinks it wonderful that Caribbean people have the terms of reference to marry classical Africa with classical Europe. He says this results in the creation of something new.
I've always known, looking at Moko Jambis, but Moko Jambis dance on point, just like a ballet dancer. And this moment has been waiting for its time. It's no longer a set of sticks. It's now as though Alice in Wonderland has grown before your eyes. It is part of the great human theatrical tradition. Nothing to make no fuss about. And especially if it works. If it works, you see, the thing is, whether it be a painting, whether it be an aria, whether it be a piano recital, there is only one measure for a work of art. If it works, it works. Well.
As he prepares for tonight's competition, Mr. Minshall claims not to be at all bothered by thoughts of who would emerge victorious. Focusing on the result, he said, would disrupt his peace of mind. The mask maker also said he would be extremely happy if his Dying Swan resonates in the hearts and minds of all who see it. He said the way in which masquerader Joanne Thomas portrays the Dying Swan will determine the outcome.
It is the conviction with which he plays the mass, where you see the question you asked, man, woman, you completely forget it. You are entranced, enchanted by the Dying Swan. All those other questions don't matter.
Dionne Baptiste, CNews.